Now go. Welcome back.
Yeah, it's 2026 Calendar Girls.
January. That's crazy. Every time we sit down to do this, it sinks into me that it has been a month, which is the wildest
Well, it feels like
checkpoint.
it was 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Every time we sit.
Feels like we just did that. I'm like,
I think
my God.
especially at the holidays, it's just like everything goes by warp speed.
Yes, and it's definitely felt like it in December. I am very happy it's January, although we love December. We love the holidays.
We do.
But it's
we
always
and that is why we are Calendar Girls. That's why we do this, because we love it when we love it. Mm-hmm. And when we're done loving it, we're ready to move on.
We're very much done.
And ready to embrace the next month and the next mood of the month and
everything that comes with it.
Right.
Yeah, and we were like in December, but you know, if you are
And it was a great December. We had so much snow. It was just so like the traditional nostalgic
holiday
Christmas
vibes
that we love.
We watched all of the Christmas movies we wanted.
Yes.
Had a
whole
blast.
families cozied up on the sectional and all around, and we ate great food.
Friends, family, everybody all around. Spirits were always very lively, but we are exhausted. If you are a mother or an eldest daughter in your life, then I'm sure you too feel the same. Yeah.
Cheers to those people in our lives.
And to ourselves. We did it.
We did it with a flourish.
And we didn't give up. But it's like every year you're like, oh yeah, this is why it feels like it's like a full-time like itinerary. Everything is you try and be spontaneous, but you also need to be on task. But neither here nor there. It's done. It was amazing.
We made the list. We checked them twice and
we
thrice.
are so happy to be in January.
And now we don't have to do that.
And we hope that your New Year's Eve went well. We've got a lot to talk about for January. And I know that Calendar Girls seasoned watchers are probably wondering how we're going to spin these next couple months. January I think is easy.
Yeah,
It's February and March I think I'm interested to see how we do it.
I like February too.
Oh, I love them all, but some months are obviously a lot more,
you have to be
lot
creative.
easier to talk about than others.
But January is easy because January is that month where you want to clear your head, clear your space, put away all your Christmas, and just start fresh.
Get back to ground zero.
Yes.
Well, because we were just talking about it before we put the camera on that, you kind of in December and around the holidays in general, I feel like I've felt this way since October. You kind of have to put your routine, your perfect scenario to the side.
You have to sacrifice that for the spirit of the season.
Yeah, because you're wanted in a lot of different areas, and there are a lot of obligations and things to do. It's not going to be your everyday day-to-day. But I think that's what we're really looking forward to getting back to in January and onward, and would urge you to do the same.
Well, I love the normal days. I think I'm going to put it this way. I really like the holidays, but I love
the normal days. Absolutely. That's why I think I love specifically like September so much. January isn't notoriously my favorite just all around, but for this reason, like those 2 months to me are like resets.
Tess has embraced winter.
I have. And the same thing happened to me recently with spring, where I just kind of got a new sense of appreciation for it. And that's because at the time I lived in New York and their springs were like real springs. That hair was not getting out of my eye. But here, now that I am not in New York and I don't have to commute by foot to every single errand, every single situation I needed to go to in the weather, I am loving winter. It's quiet. Nobody really expects me to be anywhere. Nobody expects me to just be like, I'm not like a gallivanter out of the house. Like I'm a homebody, regular day in here. There have been many days over the weekend or over the winter that I haven't left my house for like 4 days. And that's exactly how I prefer it to be. But I'm loving winter.
Well, and I love the hush of winter.
Yeah.
The toot and puddle moment. For those of you who aren't familiar with Toot and Puddle, it's an animated.
Well, you gotta watch it.
Yes, it's just two best friends. They're pigs, but
Yes, they're pigs.
They're in this like idyllic scenario with snow and a cozy house and a fire in the fireplace, and one's personality is very adventurous and the other one is a homebody. And it shows, but they appreciate each other's differences, but there's something, the vibe of Toot and Puddle is what January is to me.
I totally agree. And I think that there's like, we really tend to crave the switching of the months, and I think switching from December to January is a special type of craving that I think we only get right at the cusp of that switch to the next season.
And the feeling is like going from that spicy, cinnamony, piney candle to the crisp, bright, fresh, clean
even you saying that,
January, right?
I feel like I can picture in my head when I was a kid living at home and you would switch over to, was it lemongrass or this time of year? Yeah, the Williams-Sonoma lemongrass scent.
For sure.
And it was just like, Mom had those and still does. We both do have these rotating scents, and it's like you smelled it and you were like, oh, I totally get what this time of year is. We are getting in the cracks and crevices that we couldn't touch for the past 4 months. We are getting rid of anything that we don't need anymore. We are brightening things up, opening the windows even though it's still freezing, and just kind of like
simplifying,
sitting down, looking at our agendas, saying, what do I want to be? Where do I want to go? What are my goals?
And
what do I need?
Journaling,
really like refilling your cup. Because again, if you like are giving so much of yourself over the holidays, like to me, January, we're giving ourselves the hermit pass. Like I don't plan to really be doing much of seeing anyone.
But we do things.
We do things, yes.
Yes, and I really do look forward to the things that we do over the winter in general, because we like the outdoors. You know, in the summer we're boaters, in the winter we're skiers, and just because we like being outdoors, you have to have a reason to be out there. And the boat is our summer excuse, and skiing is our wintertime excuse, and you know, it's just the vibe. I remember the first time we went and we realized that there's this whole like
other
culture that is skiing. And the reason it connected with us, and you were pretty little when we started, and it's been so much more fun as you've gotten older, kids, all of you kids, is it's just really about just living. Being outdoors, breathing, stretching, getting exercise,
and we don't
eating well, having a great cocktail after, celebrating the moment that is really just the moment of winter.
Well, and we don't go anywhere super extravagant, mind you. We're not like, we go once or twice a year. And we go out to New York, so we're not like...
Yeah, it's a 3-hour car ride from
We're
home.
like experienced, but not like crazy. But it's more about just being out there. It's so quiet, it's so crisp, being together, having fun.
Going from your ski clothes to your, you know, just cozy loungewear. And eating your ravished, eating great food and picnicking.
And it's become really fun in recent years too, because me and my sister Emma are the ones who snowboard and everyone else skis, and Mom holds down the fort in the chalet. And it has been so fun because we'll go out there, kind of everyone will get their sillies out, and pretty much everyone besides me, I'll go out there for like a few hours and just kind of like enjoy it. I love it. It's so fun. But then I get really cold really easily. So I'm like, I'm done. And then I'll go in and Mom's got this whole spread. She's got a bottle of wine. Sometimes we'll pull out our laptops, we'll work. Other times we'll like just chit chat, play games, listen to music. And it's so nice because we get this little window of like an hour or so where nobody else is there. And we just kind of get to watch the snowfall and experience...
Watch the skiers, your family come down the hill.
Yeah, and just kind of like experience the chitter-chatter of the chalet, and it's just like a nice little pause away from the norm. But again, a great way to just experience January and winter in a way you kind of can't do every day.
But you know, again, if you're not skiers, you can experience that après-ski vibe at home. You know, you can go out in snowshoe, you can sled, you can ice skate, or you can just go for a brisk walk.
I was just going to say that,
And when you come back in, put a fire in the hearth or your fire on the TV.
Make something kind of warm,
like
cozy,
a beautiful
easy.
one-pot meal, because, you know, for us, this is kind of soup and stew season.
Oh, we're getting, and, you know, we did mention this in December Calendar Girls, and we're clearly workshopping it, but I do think we're going to post a lot of soup videos this month, which is going to be awesome, because it's like the easiest thing ever.
Yeah, and we have some great soups in our repertoire. I think soup and pizza is our widest. Like, we have so many soups, so many great pizzas.
And pasta. Pasta is a pretty wide net.
Pretty good pastas, too.
And just meats in general also.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you just said the category of soup, we have so many soups.
We do. If you
we
had
have
to...
so many pizzas.
If you had to pick...
that are awesome.
Like, your favorite soup, or the soup that you could eat, like, once a week for the rest of your life and never get bored of.
Right now, I'm kind of on ravioli and brodo. And Graham's.
Graham's chicken stock with the halushkis is definitely up there for me.
Which is just chicken, like a traditional chicken soup, but it has dumplings that you whip together yourself. And
it's like the easiest thing ever. We'll post a video so you can see it.
So satisfying.
It's crazy.
I also love potato leek.
I was going to say potato leek. I asked the question and I didn't know my own answer. Because, like, soup, stews, chili's in that category too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's more liquid than not.
Well, no, I think soup season to me is like one pot meals that you have a little crusty bread with.
I wish there was a word that, like, encompassed all of those. Because I'm like, soups isn't stews, isn't chilies. Like, but they're all mentally, in my mind, in the same category. But we had so many issues with this when we were trying to, like, organize our recipe collection of our recipes. And we went back and forth so many times on, like... Should meats be meats? I don't really like the word meats. Maybe we do mains. What's one pot? Well, but one pot could be all soup stew. It could be stir fry. It could be this. It could be that. It was a bear. But we still have not really, like, soup, stews, and chilies. One bowl, one spoon, like we said.
Yeah, one bowl, one spoon.
One bowl, one spoon.
That's what I think it is. One bowl, one spoon.
Because that could be soup.
Okay,
stew
so what
or
is
chili.
yours?
I'm trying to think, like, if I was going to have just a soup, I think it would have to be Graham's with the halushkis. I think it would have to be.
1,000% too.
I think that's just, like, it's such a classic.
Comfort food at its finest.
But also, we've done a really good egg drop soup, too, which I love egg drop. And I think I have egg drop soup as a soup more frequently than any other soup. But I think from what we make in our repertoire, definitely Graham's soup. So keep an eye out for all of our soups we're about to be doing, because that's going to be great.
We do a beautiful Italian wedding.
Ooh, Italian wedding soup is good too.
We haven't done the tortellini. I just saw the video the other day that we put up, and we have not done that.
Well, that was just ravioli and brodo, except for tortellini.
Yeah.
So.
I'm just saying we haven't done it that way in a
No,
while.
we have not.
I really do love the ravioli in it.
It's just a good soup overall. And doesn't it have, like, a piece of dill on top? I don't remember.
I don't know. But it does, I think the fennel is what makes it.
Oh, maybe it was fennel I'm thinking of. No, it's so good.
Yeah,
but
you're thinking of the fennel fronds.
Yes, that's exactly. I'm like, they have very similar structures. Similar structures. No, very similar structures. I'm trying to look and see what we talked a bit about doing our vision boards in December, but they are officially in action as of right now. And if you haven't done your vision board, it is definitely not too late. If anything, you're right on time. And I think that's such a great thing to do in January, like just getting on top of where you see yourself. And we're going to kind of post a video about, like, actually, I think we probably would have by this time, but about how we do vision boards. But one thing that I think differentiates our style of doing our vision boards from other people that I've seen is we just kind of let ourselves be guided by what is calling to us, what's speaking to us on Pinterest. Like, we'll have a list of, like, what we want to
you know in your head
tackle.
Kind of what your specific goals are. And then you're just searching these, and your moods and your vibes and the things that you want to manifest for the year ahead. But then the images sort of
come to you.
Direct you on this path. And it comes together. And we talked about this in our last installment a little bit. We touched on it in December, where there's always a color theme.
Which we never really thought. It's like a color theme, and then we often have like some quotes that feel like they hit similar notes. And for us, we're definitely not, we have a good spread between really realistic kind of everyday things, but for the most part, it's a lot of really crazy, delusional, out there things, which I think,
well, I wouldn't
it
say
should be
delusional.
A good mix.
I would say worthwhile endeavors.
Well, definitely worthwhile endeavors, but like I'm talking things that you're like, I don't know how that's going to come to fruition, but I'm hoping it does, kind of thing.
Yeah, but you know what is so amazing, and you said this not too long ago, how many things when you went back and looked, that actually happened.
Well, and at the time did feel delusional, but that's why I think it's so important to do things that you're like, oh, that would never. The second you start saying that would never happen, then it won't happen.
The second you start limiting your dreaming, your hoping, your potential for whatever, that's where you're shutting it down.
Well, that's what's limiting you. Yeah, that's exactly, and that's why I think it's important to think really big and put a little bit of everything on there and just see where it goes. And every time we've done that, sometimes at the end of the year, you're like, okay, this thing and this thing didn't actually come to fruition. You just take it and pop it onto the next year's board and see how long it takes you to get there. But a goal's a goal's a goal, no matter how long it takes to come true. But I think January is such a good time for like aligning yourself, because it's almost like this roadmap to how the rest of the year is going to go for you.
Without putting too much pressure on yourself either. So the vibe for me of January is just kind of this.
Yeah.
So when you're doing your journaling and when you're doing your vision board or setting your goals or whatever you're doing, you're not,
Well, it's almost relieving pressure from yourself
by
kind of putting it out there.
Yeah. And then it's there, it's done, it's said in some sort of a way. Yeah. And then it's like kind of you're in the back of your mind all the time, like this is
Well, I think it's very, at least for a lot of people who think the same way we are, like it can be more stressful to think that you're wasting time on something you haven't even really, I don't know, planned or thought of. Like if you're going through your day and there's not really a direction necessarily, at least for me, that can be really anxiety inducing, because I'm like, is there something I should be doing, or I should be making more of this day, but for what and for where and for why? But if you kind of put it all down and you're like, I'm really happy with this. If my year ended and all of this came true, that would be incredible. And then you have kind of something outside of what you're doing in your day-to-day to work toward. And I think that's definitely the theme of January, is just putting it out there, saying, here's my little list, and you just check off what you can. But again, no pressure, because obviously the past couple of months were full of pressure and intensity and highly taxing. And so it's kind of good in January to just be like, it's about me. It's about what I want to do. It's about cleaning up my space.
Meanwhile, yes, clearing your mind, clearing your space, creating a Zen environment to just function in a less harried, congested way.
Well, and what a great way to start off the year, too.
Oh, I know, it's the best.
Although we also say that fall is another kind of restart to the year in its own way. But I think, like having this kind of plan, I think what the interesting thing is too, especially at the end of the year, it's really gratifying, because I think it allows you to be really appreciative of noticing maybe things you wouldn't have noticed that you did accomplish. Like on my vision board a couple times, it's been like, oh, I want my space to look like this, and you'll pull a picture, or like I want my day-to-day to feel like this or something, and maybe it wouldn't have struck you at the end of the year to be like, oh wow, that actually happened.
No,
and now I get to appreciate it every day. And start kicking it off in January like that, I think, is a great way to be. But in that, I think we're talking a lot about like both no stress productivity and productivity, which inherently can be kind of high stress in some ways. But I think the point is to just have January be very balanced, which is also romanticizing it. So like drink some bubbly stuff, have fun, spend time with loved ones if you want to. But if it's basically just kind of whatever fills your cup. And I think the word is refills.
It's also about making yourself feel good. Mm-hmm. Get the facial or the haircut, or, switch up the wardrobe to, make to whatever your mood is, the wardrobe, the makeup, just, and for me, it's very just cozy chic, I think.
I like that. Yeah, I mean, I think same for me. I think just very, like, relaxed.
Fresh-faced, just came in from the outdoors kind of vibe.
Yeah. Able to kind of do what you need to do in a day. I'm a big fan of a button-down. I think, like, one of those things, like, I don't know, it's a wardrobe that moves with you. You can kind of, I don't know what I'm trying to say, like, do what you need to do, be cozy, be comfortable, but also, like, off on the right foot.
Like, if I see you in this sweater again, Mom, I'm just gonna...
Yet she keeps wearing it.
I do.
Did you wear this in the last episode?
I don't know.
No, you didn't. You wore red.
It was
you
Christmas.
wore red, yeah. When did you get that?
I don't know.
I think you might have worn it 2 episodes. No, you wore it in Good Company. But that's also not to say you didn't wear it in Calendar Girls.
Just know me, people. I like a capsule wardrobe, and if I love it, I love it. I wear it on repeat, live with it. That's my thought.
And it's going to look like we've done 50,000 things in one day, but just know it's Mom wearing the same sweater. It's not 50,000 things in one day. It just
it just makes me happy. I like this sweater. It's comfy. It's good.
I love that for you.
This definitely gives off January vibes. Am I right?
It definitely gives off skiing, like, chalet vibes. Yes,
it does.
Sure.
See, I'm on point.
She's on point. She knows what she's talking about.
Point when we did it for In Good Company. Did we actually put that one up? We skipped one because it was just an epic fail.
Well, we also we skipped it for December too, which I know some of you are going to be disappointed because we actually have a lot of people who love In Good Company, which is great. But we're rethinking it for this month and for season 2 as a whole, which is starting off this month, where we want it to be even a little bit more. You guys tailored, yeah, like intimate, comfortable, taking kind of what I think we're trying to get at within Good Company and what you guys really appreciate about it, which is feeling like you're in our kitchen with us, you're learning something, you're laughing with us, you're, enjoying the moment, got someone on in the background.
It's all very real. But also, we want to bring to you the things, we were doing recipes we'd never tried before. And I feel like we want it more tailored, where we're going to bring you the recipes that we believe in, that we love, that we make on repeat, because aren't those the recipes that you don't want the ones we haven't figured out yet?
Well, and I think it's allows us to be a little bit more intentional about the direction the episode goes, because we found ourselves with certain episodes, if it became, some of them were like blow it out of the park, so funny, so amazing, just, the idea of cooking something you've never tried inherently kind of creates a bit of fun chaos, but sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes you're like, okay, we did it and it was fine. And it kind of was tough if at the end of the recipe we were like,
what's the point of this then?
Well, and if we didn't really love it and we were like, well, hope you enjoyed us making it. It was all right. Like, I wouldn't suggest it. It just kind of didn't really make sense. So we're going to lean into similar yet different style, still cooking, obviously.
Anytime we get in the kitchen, it's rather irreverent.
Yes.
So that's never going to go away, because that's just what we are.
We're never going to be overly buttoned up. No.
But we want to bring you the best of us, and because that's what you deserve.
Yeah, we want you to feel like when you're watching something of ours that it is.
And when we invite you into our home, we want you to feel like it's time well spent.
Well, and like you're a guest in any way that any of our other guests would be treated, which is not us trying something new for the first time and then serving it to you. We wouldn't do that. That would be very stressful. And I think there was, on top of doing that recipe, we were also like trying to make a good commentary and make a good episode, and we're like, too many things at once. Too many things are happening.
We're like laser focused on the recipe, and it's like, we're not even speaking.
Yeah, we would look up and be like, do you have anything to say? And it's like, about what? Like,
anyway.
Yeah, so
we're moving on from this.
That's going to be new.
That's something new we're doing.
And you'll see it this month, which will be great. Probably not too long after you see this, hopefully, if all goes well. But yeah, January in and of itself, I think it's just, I'm really excited to, I guess, not have as many obligations and get kind of in my kitchen a little bit more. And I love Christmas decorations. I love the holidays, but I think with the holiday season from like, I mean, my birthday's in September, so it's kind of holiday-esque for me from September on. You kind of are like, all right, I don't really need a theme anymore. You're like, I'm kind of good to just have it be a day.
A blank slate.
A blank slate.
Yes,
this is just
January
what it looks like.
100%.
Yeah, I just want to sit back and have my day and not have anyone be like, can you do this? Or are you ready for this? Or what do we do for this? Because we were like driving ourselves crazy just trying to be like, who's going to be where when? And how is this holiday going to work out?
Yes,
and
we have a bigger family. And of course, life's always changing and new people come into the scenario. And, you know, everybody has obligations to significant others and other families. And wow, it's all wonderful.
Well, we're trying to appreciate
it's a lot
it.
To balance at the holidays.
Definitely. And I think, like, come January, this is going to be the first time when we go skiing that some of the significant others will be joining us, which will be really fun. But it's kind of crazy because we're at that point in our lives where, you know, most of our siblings have been with their all of our siblings have been with their partners over a year, right? At this point, yes. So they're becoming even more ingrained in our day-to-day and everything. And it's just kind of wild to, like, wake up and be like, oh, wow, like, yeah, why wouldn't they come? And we're like, oh, is that, like, the stage of life we're at? Like,
I know, it's bizarre.
I mean, I'm 28, and I'm like, huh? Yeah, in a great way. But I feel like sometimes when you're, like, moving through the motions and stuff, you don't really stop to think, like, wow, like,
things are changing.
Things are changing, and you kind of just go with the flow. But that's why I think
the more the merrier.
Yeah. Well, and where we go for skiing too, it definitely is more the merrier type vibe. I mean, it's going to be. I'm still keeping my fingers crossed that I get the room all to myself this time because it's normally me and the girls up in one area. Oh, we always play Family Feud. I normally put on a mustache as Steve. Because, you know, that's just the role that I have accepted.
She's the actress in the group.
Well, also, I don't think we in December have several favorite Christmas movies, but one of them that we watched that I told you guys about is Home Alone 3. It's, like, one of our favorites, but so underrated. Like, not many people have seen it. But the whole idea is that there are 4, like, bad guys in it, and every year we debate on which one of our siblings is which. And everyone wants to be the main guy. But I'm like, you know, in order to be the main guy, you kind of have to organize a single thing. I'm like, I don't know if anyone else could be Steve. And that's not a knock on my siblings. It's just saying, in order to be Steve, you have to embody Steve.
And Tess does.
After my brother's girlfriend's birthday party, we played a version of Family Feud. And I did so much kind of falling and twisting and turning and, like, being very eccentric about it. I woke up the next day, my whole body was sore. Like, I was in it. But over skiing, it's so fun because you're all kind of in this one, like, cabin, woodsy house, and there's a fire going, and everyone is so locked in, and it's just, like, the vibes are so cozy and fun and familial, and it's just like
Family Feud is just silly.
It's just silly. If you haven't played it with your group, whatever your group looks like,
fun.
You gotta get on it. It is so good.
It is.
That one, and we also play pickup sticks, which is fun
at the chalet for picnics,
which is a bit of a hazard. My dad really gets, like, the flick method. If you've never played it, you, like, throw all these sticks onto the table, and however it lands, like, overlapping one another, certain sticks or certain amounts of points.
So to their note, our family games are they don't require a lot of brain power.
Yes.
We have realized that if there's too many rules, too many directions, it will not work for our family.
And that's
so
why
pick up sticks, perfection.
I'm trying to get them into a new game that I think it doesn't involve a lot of intense brain power. It's more kind of character built. I want to see if it works.
We've had some epic fails.
Tess has great
enthusiasm for these things, but at the end of the day, our family's kind of slow.
It's after you get past a certain, like, if someone gets one drink in them and they're looking at me like I'm speaking Mandarin Chinese, and I'm like, all you got to do is roll this and then this, and then they're like, sorry, you said roll this and you lost me. And I'm like, what do you mean?
It's true, though.
One thing, I feel like...
I might be that person.
I am shocked I don't have gray hairs, knock on wood. After all these times of, like, walking through games, I'm like, I should have. But, you know,
well,
here
you're a
we
good
are.
sport, I'll give you that.
God has blessed me. He came down and literally kissed the top of my head and was like, for all of your efforts, I will give you a beautiful reward. No gray hair.
Oh my gosh, I was at the salon. You guys, I'm sitting next to this woman. She has hair twice as long as mine, okay? So this is me. It's my hair. So it's down to like here, okay?
Where are you putting it? I can't see it.
Right here. Like,
okay. Oh,
okay,
nice.
like
that's not, yes,
3 inches longer than mine. Bangs, like me. And my hairstylist goes, I don't know the deal. But she goes, that's going to be you when you're 90. And I look, this woman is next to me. She's 83 years old. She's Irish. She has pale skin. She's got lipstick on. She's got heels, jeans. She's got this trim figure. She's got the bangs in the hair. And she's telling Rachel, the person next to me who's doing her hair, she always does her hair straight. That's me. But Rachel's like, you know, I've been asking you this. Just let me put a little wave in it. Like, give you a little curl. Like, trying. And she let her do it today. And this woman's hair is as thick as mine. She's 83.
That's crazy.
Stunning woman. And I mean, Rachel like fluffs it after the curls and it's doing these soft waves down this woman's back. I'm like, you are 83. And she's got this great personality and she's laughing and she's giggling and she's, you know, I was like, what?
That is so
It was so
amazing.
inspirational.
What a turnaround from the older woman we saw at PNC. Which, this is not to knock this older woman because
but kind of.
It is just one of mom's things that she notices, which now I can't not notice, which is just a bit of like a public ick in a way.
It's a pet peeve.
It's a pet
that
peeve.
And have a good one.
Mom
never
hates
say that to
when
me.
people say have a good one. She's like, have a good
have
one.
a good what?
What am I having? Day?
Just say have a nice day or, you know, whatever. But have a good one does not work for me, and neither does...
Unfortunately, older people who forget to brush the back of their hair or their head.
They forget they have a back
It's
of
like
their head.
this poor woman is at PNC in front of us, and mom looks, and I knew exactly what she was going to say, but she was just like... the poor woman was just like getting her card or something.
I'm not being mean.
No.
I just don't ever want to be that person because...
It was like she was laying on her pillow and she got up from her pillow because it was
the
so
front of her hair.
flat in the back, and like I was just like, and there was just like, it just literally looked like she
and
sat up.
it's not even older people, it's just people. Like
true.
But it's definitely older people. But
Yeah.
I saw a younger person too. Not young. But not
Younger.
ancient.
Yeah. Well, some people say they're like, the back of my head is none of my business, and although I understand what we're going for there,
disagree.
it is very much my business, because why would you bother with the front if you're not going to bother with the back? I don't style my hair regularly, but there is no reason that the back of your head should be so different from the front. I'm like, just don't do it at all. Put it up in a bun or something. I don't know. Wear a hat. That's okay. But it's one of those things where I'm like, there are definitely, like, I'm like, where do we lose the plot here? Like, where did we decide we were going to go hoo-hoo and leave? I'm like, I know there's something I'm missing. Like, I know that. And I'm like, where are the people, like, to be like, hi? But of course, it's like old people, like, maybe they don't have that person. And so I'm like, that's why you'd never... we don't actually judge anybody. It's just one of those things.
We're not
really,
judging.
That's a pet peeve. Yeah.
I just don't like it.
No, just not
I
like
just
a personal fan.
I just make a note, mental note. Don't do that, Kim. Never do that. You have a back of your head.
You have a back of your head.
And you have a brush, and it can migrate back there.
And it doesn't even have to be, like, you don't have to style it. You just got to put it down.
You just got to...
Well, I remember Grandma would do her hair in the sink, right? And she would, like, because she sometimes would have like
my mother wore her hair short.
And she had the cowlick in the back, and it was like later in the day we'd be like, how was the sink? Like, kind of, you could see it was like the attempt, but it was just doing what it wanted to do.
My mother was a professional singer with a big band. She had a very glamorous career, but she was like the least maintenance woman in her years as a mother. That
she was like,
beautiful.
Go with the flow.
It was always lipstick. Vaseline was her moisturizer.
What?
Yes, Vaseline.
How'd she put
she
makeup
didn't wear
over
a mask.
that?
When I worked for Lancome all those years, I finally got her to like do makeup, like mascara, foundation. She just wasn't that person.
Did she no, but she wore
of
foundation
course when
after
she
a while,
was performing. But after her, no.
Wow. She was very minimalist. Like, whatever had to be, it was always red lipstick. That was
always
like,
red.
Which also very French of her. That's like, that is the great equalizer.
I think that's where my love of lipstick came from, though, because if I could have one thing on a desert island, it would be lipstick.
Oh, yeah, nothing
I mean,
else.
makeup-wise. Not one thing. Like, I would go for food first.
I would probably have water.
Bread and butter.
Maybe
that would be my food choice.
A flare, a boat. Could we ask for a boat? I'm like, people are going too small.
Bread and butter, tube of lipstick.
When people talk about the things they would bring to a desert island, it's like, nobody said there were rules. You could say literally a boat, a captain for said boat, an airplane, a pilot.
I'm like, way off.
A way off, period. Or my house is there. Desert island, I live there. Like,
it's my island.
Oh, there's a private helicopter pad right behind me. I'm like, We're thinking small, people. Think big.
Yes.
But I think on the terms of lipstick, it would also be the one makeup product I would bring. But I laugh all the... Wow, it's really blustery out there.
Yeah, it's freezing and it is so windy. So, okay.
I was going to say it would be lipstick, and it would have been the shade Pirate, the lipstick that you lent to me. Literally, I didn't mean the pun. Mom had handed down some of her Lancome stuff from when she worked at the counter for us to... like play and makeup. We never really wore it out of the house, but I loved lipstick and I also loved makeup. So there were a couple times that I was like, we've got a function to go to. Let's shush it up. Like, I want to get dressed up. And I remember Pirate was my favorite red, and I put it on and I walked out of the house and I was like, and you said nothing. You were just like, I love your lipstick. And I was like, thank you. And I couldn't have been older than, I think I've told this story.
10?
Couldn't have been older than 10 because we were meeting up with our family friends. And in those pictures, I look back and I'm just sitting at the table, full lipstick.
Super confident.
Bright red. And I was like, and you know what? What? I'm like, just because the other girls aren't doing
yourself.
it. Yeah.
So what is your fall? What is your winter makeup vibe? January in particular. Like,
well,
what do you switch it up or do you still do the same?
I switch up my lipstick.
Too? Like, what is your...
I'm definitely more, so my lipstick kind of calendar, my brightest reds are right now. January moves into more of light kind of berries, pinkies for me, some browns-ish, but then I go full pink.
Bright pink.
In the spring and summer.
Or February.
Yes, exactly. And then as the fall comes around, it's more of those reddy browns and the browns, and then we're back to the reds again.
Yeah, I'm definitely more, like, I'm going to be doing, like, the plums.
Same. Hence my lip color today.
Yeah.
Definitely more.
I'm doing a pink today.
Purpley pinky.
I think fresh face for January.
Agreed. I would do like I'm really going to focus on skincare.
We are not like just like lip gloss people, as you probably know if you follow us. So
no. I don't think it works with my facial balance.
So fresh faced is when I say that, it means like you look alive. You look like you just went on a walk.
I've tried a couple times to leave the house with no makeup because I've been really blessed in some way to have relatively low maintenance skin, so I could get away with it. But what?
I said flawless.
Thank you. But it's...
like mine. Nah.
Not true. Not true. But I have tried to walk out of the house with it. I just look really not well. I look really ill. Is it because
Dad has given you a complex?
Every
honey,
time.
I'm so sorry about your dad.
Time I don't wear makeup around him, he asks me if I'm sick. And I'm like, Dad, you have 3 daughters.
She's fair. She's very fair.
So I love having just a bit, and it's not because I can't. I just like looking healthy. But you know what happened the other day? So I am wearing my makeup. I had ordered some, like, just groceries, essentials from Target, which I do, or Whole Foods, because they're both very close to me. And so I ordered my essentials, and I'd gotten, like, a bottle of wine with it, because duh. And it comes, and it was like an older guy, and you have to show your ID, and they scan it, and then the app makes sure it's real, whatever. And then it scans, it says yes, he gives it back to me, he goes, wait, and he takes it back again. And I was like, huh? And he turns it around to face me, and for a split second, I was like, this man's trying to remember my name and address. It was weird.
A hard time?
First of all, I'm like, dude, you're doing this on the side. Like, this is not, you're not a cop. Like, don't be a narc.
You're not the police.
But he goes, are you old enough to buy this? I was like, I'm 28. I wish I wasn't old enough to buy this, but I've been old enough to buy this. And he goes, oh, I was just wondering because you look 18. Like, you could have been younger than 18. I'm like, first of all, ew, why would you say that to a young woman? To be like, well, I know you said you're 28, and I know it says this on your Ohio driver's license. I'm like, why would I have a fake in this state for this state? Hello, wasn't born yesterday. But second of all, I'm like, I literally told you I'm 10 years older, and you decide it might, I don't think he even thought it was complimentary. But he just said what was on his mind, being like, you look 18. I'm like,
I have the reverse of that.
Great.
I get totally annoyed when the rules are that I must get carded when I'm buying alcohol. I'm like, I know. People.
Come on.
Are you serious?
Well, it's like you really don't have to do this for everyone.
I mean, come on.
You can card somebody if you think, but
yes,
it's like if you
and
know.
I get that.
If you know.
I get that. It's just annoying.
Well, I was like, I know I look youthful, but you know 28 isn't 1 foot in the grave, buddy. I don't know, like, 28 just looks younger than it did. Like,
maybe to him. Anywho,
he was older.
How are we doing on our podcast?
We've got like 10 more minutes.
Oh. Okay.
What do you mean on our podcast? You're in the middle of it.
I know.
We're doing it. I think the beauty is in the ramble of January and otherwise.
Okay.
We don't have to go the full 10 minutes, but we could say like one more flourish of topic and then see where that leads us.
No, usually.
How are you all
I just felt like we talked way too much.
No, you always walk away with that, and I'm like, the point is to talk.
No, I didn't think that. I didn't think that.
Point is to, well, the problem is too, last episode it was bright and sunny and gorgeous out, and it is dark as shit right now. And the first half of this episode was like, I'm looking at Mom, and I'm like, they're gonna look at this video footage, if you watch the video, and be like, she is scowling at her for no reason. I'm like, Tess, fix your face. Tess, fix your face. I'm like, Tess, you gotta have one, because I clip like different images from this for like the, whatever it's called. I can't even think. Thumbnail. Hello. And I'm like, all of them, you're gonna like be kicking yourself, being like, you look miserable. Why? If you can't tell, December has really taken it out of us. But we're happy to be here now.
Speak for yourself. I don't feel like December's taking it out of me. Yes, I'm excited it's January because
I feel like we had a different conversation yesterday.
Okay, well,
I feel like somebody here is...
Maybe it was still
First of all,
December.
Throw me under the bus and pick yourself back up, yet you're lying.
I'm good today.
That's great. We had, we definitely had a moment where we were both like, I'm glad you're here yesterday. Like, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we're doing this. But now we're in January.
The world is bringing me down.
And yet, she persists.
I am good today. And I'm usually good. That's what I told Tess yesterday. I'm like, I hate it when I can't spin it the way I need to spin it.
We're very optimistic people. And
yes.
when we can't be, it feels very
it's
world
a very
ending.
rare moment when I cannot. And yesterday was one of those days.
Well, it's just tough. In such a big group, it's tough because everybody, like we said, has their own kind of agenda. And especially now that everybody's like full-blown adults, like you kind of can't like force people to be there. You kind of have to,
we have learned to just not force it, so we just threw in the towel.
And it wasn't even just a giving up, throwing in the towel. It was like we're going to postpone this because this
plan
does not make sense for now.
For this moment.
But the beauty of January is everybody knows where they have to be over one weekend. And then every other period of time, like, are you just so excited that
There's no birthdays. January is the month of
no birthdays.
Nothing in our house.
And we just get to work. Me and Mom love to work. We love Mondays. And we have not been able to, like, sit down and have dedicated, like, here is how. It's like you're playing catch up. And in January, we're going to be able to just push right on forward, follow our vision boards. I'm so excited about it.
Plan
travel, which is a huge thing we're hoping to do. Well, not even hoping. Planning to do this year.
We are doing.
I know. We're planning to go a bunch of different places. So more on that when it actually comes into fruition. But I think this is going to be the year of moments, and you guys can write that down. The year of moments.
I like it.
And you all will be coming with us on said year of moments. And
nobody else.
And nobody else.
Only you.
And us.
Nobody else who lives in this town. No. Namely my family.
We don't really know.
I love them. Yeah, I adore them.
Love them. They're so sweet. Love them.
But
no, they don't have to come. Except for Mr. Kim and Tess. Mr. Kim and Tess.
Oh, yeah, he can come.
Someone has to film us. Like, I'm not on camera unless Mr. Kim and Tess is there. And I fear if we're traveling, we're hopefully going to have some sort of brand partnership, something.
And he's very enthusiastic.
He's a great sport. He's very optimistic when you get him in the right place.
Oh, and he loves to travel.
Oh, God. He acts like, I mean, real life is non-existent when he's traveling. It's like, who are you, Mr. Monopoly?
I love that about him.
Hey, she picked him for a reason, people.
Living in that fantasy world, that's where I like to be.
Well, and this is the beauty of being the only single person in your family is I don't have anyone besides Wilma
to report to.
I get to head out and be like, bye. And guys, we'll keep you posted. Oh, speaking of which, family's texting. We'll keep you posted on my Italian/French/Spanish/European man in the future. If he emerges, I would love a bit of an under the Tuscan sun but better situation because he ended up being shity, right?
Well, he was just being Italian.
What are you gonna do? While you're young, a young 18, according to that. I've got my whole life ahead of me.
You too, Tess.
I just became an adult. I literally am in college. I just started college.
You're younger than our youngest.
Wow. And you know what's crazy is me being 18, that means this year that we're in now, 2026, is not 10 years since I've been in college. Oh, wait. Yes, it is.
Wow. Did you have to say that number?
And you know what people
Is it really true?
Is it really true? Don't tell me, Tess. Is it really true? Darling, has it been 10 years? I didn't know you were old as shit. He's right. You're way older. I'm like, my soul is so decrepit that now when people say that I'm like, I look 18, I'm like,
years.
Because I started in 2016.
I try not to think about it.
10 years. That's crazy. That means my 10-year anniversary for high school.
Which you will probably not go to.
Not be attending. I mean, yeah, no. Blessings to all of you, but I've never been one for an organized activity. Ever. But, but people are saying 2026 is going to give 2016 vibes, and 2016 was a great year. So, here's to hoping. But with that, this has been our January episode. Might I say, one of our strangest.
I know.
You know what? In a lot of ways.
Did you see that Diet Coke thing I sent you today?
Yes.
She doesn't read it.
I do too. I'm like in the middle of editing and she's sending me long form articles and then we talk about it and then I read it and then I'm like, okay,
we're going to
yes.
be talking to you about Diet Coke next episode.
Oh.
It's a persona. We both love Diet Coke.
Well, I loved what you had texted me about it too. I did skim it. I didn't read it very fully, but I did skim it after you texted me.
I knew that.
Listen,
anyway, I
gotta
try
keep
to
the
give
train
her
rolling.
inspiration for content. And
Well, that was
a good
huge.
one. So you'll be seeing, we'll be talking about
Well,
Diet
I have
Coke.
now 4 things I need to make
I know, sorry.
host about, which is great. A lot of inspiration, but I'm like, you're going to start seeing me being like, here's an old Swedish tradition, and here's why we do it. And heard of Diet Coke? Heard of us? You're going to like both. And
we are that Swedish tradition. That's
we
us.
are Diet Coke.
We are. We're those girls.
Fergensvennen.
Fergensvennen.
Yes. That's not it. But it is when you
that's
see
the
the
Swedish
video.
thing, which I told her we are.
Was it Swedish or Swiss?
Swedish.
It was Swedish.
And we
like
totally
IKEA.
are that. It's about, it means Friday
nights. Like embracing Friday
and
nights.
that's where we actually started. Like Friday nights was our thing.
Yeah. It's not having FOMO, which we never have.
Never.
We have ROMO, relief of missing out. But that's why we do Fergensvennen, which do not quote us on that because that's not the word for it.
It's probably wrong.
But it is about embracing Friday nights and like being cozy and romanticizing it. And apparently it's a thing. And it's always been a thing for us.
It's totally a thing, but it's always been our thing. So that's a great February thing to talk about.
Yeah. So what did we say? We're doing soups in January. We're doing Fergensvennen in February.
And maybe a little Diet Coke.
And a little Diet Coke. Well, Diet Coke can be January.
Yeah.
And then March, we're going to be doing our darndest to ignore the holiday of our ancestors. We'll see how that goes.
On that, we're going to peace out because we don't want to make any enemies.
I don't think we can make enemies with our own people. Because it's like if we...
We can if we try hard enough.
It's true. Well, everyone thinks your hair is red, apparently. So you're halfway there.
It isn't.
I know it isn't. People were saying our hair is like auburn. When we were talking about our color seasons on our other video, they were like, well, if your mom's hair is red naturally as she dyes it, I'm like, red?
Hair's never been red.
No, except for that one time.
Okay.
Anyways. I only know that because you said that. I don't remember
Thanks
that
for
at all.
joining.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you next month.
The January issue
For the
of Calendar.
month of love.
The month of love, which will be just us loving each other again. The month of platonic, familial, non-romantic
You don't know that?
love.
You have 4 weeks. You could change that situation. I know she doesn't really care to, but I'm just saying.
I don't want that. I don't want that. We've got too much to do. January is my hermit month. If you think I'm meeting someone in January, you are wrong. You were not listening over this episode. I'm not leaving this house. Or I'll be shipped to your house and then back to this house, but I'm not going anywhere else.
Honey.
All right.
See ya.
See ya. All right, bye.